Hello and welcome to another MMS tutorial. My name's Matt and today I'll be walking you through the newly implemented atmospheric model. Firstly, I'll be introducing you to the model we've implemented, then I'll be running you through how to set up the model, and then finally a demonstration of how the atmosphere affects the spacecraft's orbit. So before we hop into the setup and a demonstration of the atmospheric model, just wanted to give you a brief introduction to the NRL MSISE model that we use within MMS. So this is a widely utilized model in industry to understand how an orbit decays due to the atmosphere, and all it simply does is calculate the drag that is imparted on the spacecraft due to the atmosphere and how that affects the relative velocity of it. So in this part of the video, what we'll be doing is showing you a demonstration of how to set up the atmospheric model within MMS. So the first thing we're going to do here is create a new scenario, which when this loads in, will show you a bit about some of the new UI features that we've actually been working on alongside some of these other features. So the first thing we're going to do is clean up this mission for us. So we're going to remove the ground station, the locator, just to make sure that we're focusing on atmospheric model. What we're going to do is we're going to load up the spacecraft elements. We're going to keep the orbital parameters the same, but we're going to check this box under spacecraft properties. So what you can see here is that we have a few new sections. So the first one, ballistic, is what's going to affect the atmospheric model. We're going to change the dry mass of the spacecraft, the drag area of the spacecraft, and the coefficient of drag, as these will have a direct impact on how the atmosphere affects your spacecraft. These two new sections we won't have to utilize right now, but we'll talk about these in an upcoming video. So next thing we're going to do is go into the propagation sequence. So as you can see here, we've introduced new integrators and also more flexibility on the time step, including adaptive scheme. So we're going to check the atmospheric model box here. As you can see, we have an exponential decay here at the moment, which is our model. And also, if you know a bit more about this model, you can also play around the scale height as well, but for first-time users, we'd recommend leaving this the same. So we're just going to propagate this for a standard 15 hours, and all we need to do is run the mission. So now we have an atmospheric model set up in MMS. So for the final part of this video, we wanted to show a functional demonstration of the atmospheric model and how it affects the spacecraft. So what we have here is two spacecraft with the same orbital parameters, however one of them has their ballistic set up. We've also introduced two propagation functions, so the first one does not have an atmospheric model and is being propagated for 36 hours. The second one has exactly the same integrator and time step, however it has the atmospheric model turned on. What we're going to do now is we're going to run the mission, and when the mission sets up, what you'll see is that the second propagate function with the atmospheric modeling turned on follows a very different orbit to the one without an atmospheric model. So we're just going to speed the propagation up here. So what we're going to see here is you see the green orbit trail. You can see that it actually is reducing its apogee. This is because the spacecraft actually slows down as it nears the Earth at its perigee. So its overall orbit is reduced. This wraps up this MMS tutorial for today. However, if you'd like to see a bit more about MMS, please check out our socials for any upcoming videos, but also our YouTube channel for the existing tutorials and feature videos we have. We'll also be releasing version 1.0 of MMS in January, so keep an eye out to see what we're releasing there and sign up in the link below to receive a 14-day free trial. If you'd like to know a bit more about MMS, please drop us an email and we'll be happy to hop on a phone call with you to chat about the requirements that you have. See you in the next video.